Hello everybody, this is the snapshot at day 88 of this run. So we just got back from like a big trip all around up here. Well, actually took the boat down to here and then just went all the way up and then all the way back round to here to sell and here to make things at the taxidermist. So back up to decent supplies, food, ammo, because we're running out, and 24 grand is good, isn't it? Quite a lot of money. In fact, nearly got the retinue, surely. Yeah, pretty close to getting another retinue. And then what's the plan? The plan is there's a famed armor here, but oh god, there's a famed armor here, but don't want to attack it because I've got to find, hopefully here, find the Kraken. Then do missions for people probably to get the unholds or the witch hut. There's a couple of unholds there, isn't there? I found the bones up here somewhere. The unhold graveyard's up here. I think there's a hide there. So yeah, so hopefully the Kraken's here. It could be there, it could be there, it could be there. But I think the plan is to go out, look for the Kraken, do this loop and hopefully bloody find it. Need to do a few more camps for the Goblin City. Aggroed these guys, so hopefully you can do some fights versus noble armies and get some, get some money, get some Zweihander hats. Really want Zweihander helmets because they're the best helmets in the game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just find the Kraken and then do the Kraken as soon as possible, and then that unlocks everything else basically. So yeah, these are the bros. Help Meme is very nearly level 11. He's actually not very good at the moment. He's just like a great sword fatigue neutral. But when he gets when I get Reproach of the Old Gods and the Gilder's Embrace, he'll have like a magical sword and a magical shield, and then he's just like the best character in the game then. So yeah, he's okay right now, but those with Iron Lungs is incredible. So he is a bit of a long-term investment. Pugler. I took Nimble for like the early game on level 7. And I quite like just going Battleforged at level 11 so that they can then switch to like a fatigue neutral if they want. That seems pretty good. So you get the best of both worlds, right? You get a Nimble guy early and then you get a fatigue neutral late. And then you can switch it up, like depending on what you're fighting. You can go full Battleforged, or you can go full Nimble. Or you can like go Nimble Forged, so it's pretty cool. Fimir here, he has his the build for the sensor. I'm not sure about the underdog on any of them, honestly. Any of like the frontline guys that aren't, like this guy wants underdog, right? Because he's got high MDef. He hasn't actually got that high MDef, but people with high MDef want underdog because they're meant to get hit. But like this guy who isn't really meant to get hit, maybe he should have Steelbrow instead. And again, it'd be more survivability while leveling up. And also then I could just have everything, right? Steelbrow. I'd have every survivability thing then. Colossus, 9 Lives, Steelbrow, Nimble and Battleforged. It'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I think Underdog's not that good on low defense, but I just took it automatically on everybody. He's okay with 33, but still, like you've got to have reach advantage, right? And then if he's hitting 3 people with the sensor castigate, then having reach advantage could be pretty good, couldn't it? That would be like 15 more MDef and stuff, and pretty much always 5. So yeah, probably should have taken reach advantage, or again maybe just Steelbrow. They've all got pretty good attack, so I wouldn't have wanted to take Backstabber on them, but that would have been an option. Pedro's level 7, he has to be level 11 to do the Kraken, so that's the most important thing now, is leveling this guy up. You can just take MDef, Fatigue and Resolve for every level now until level 11. Yes, this guy's another one, right? He's just pure Nimble right now, but if I get the armor for him, he could switch to full Battleforged. His attack's fine. Maybe he could have taken Backstabber actually, or for over underdog or anything. Because the game doesn't have a high MDef. Same with him. This guy's kind of got a nimble forged thing, right? He's got 30 fatigue for his a 297 helmet and a 252 thing, so he's got 68% nimble and he's got 72% battle forge, so like he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy with this. So, you know, the good thing about this kind of build is you can just use all of the fames you get. And this guy's only battle forged, so I gave him Fortified Mind as well, because Fortified Mind's pretty good and his resolve wasn't very high, so that's okay. Again, not super high MDef, right? I think he's the highest MDef at 36, so him having underdog makes perfect sense, but some of the others shouldn't have had it. Salakas, 85 for attack. Maybe he should have taken fast adaptation early and then just not had killing frenzy. I think that's probably better, taking fast adaptation early and then not having killing frenzy at the end. And this Steve doesn't have gifted, and he's got a crossbow, and means, you know, it does make his crossbow better. Normally he's got one of these, but because I got two, I don't know. Oh, he's injured. He's injured. That's why he hasn't got it. So he's got enough range skill that he didn't need fast adaptation, and you know, he can double gun, right? I've got two guns, so he can double gun. That's okay, having a double gunner. I think that's kind of fine, actually. And then Savage is just like the other one. But yeah, again, maybe should have taken fast adaptation early, and then not had killing frenzy at the end. And then Bucky's just like your standard banner, does a bit of everything. His stats are a bit low. If he had more melee skill, I'd have tried to give him cleaver mastery somewhere, but it's kind of hard to fill in, isn't it? Hard to fit in. Rotation's really cool sometimes. I guess I would have had cleaver mastery over rotation, but rotation can be really cool, because if he's at like full health, then and if he's got, you know, the armor with bone plating, he can rotate somebody, like he can rotate in the place of somebody who's in danger, take the hits, survive with a combination of the bone plating and the 9 lives, and then, you know, save somebody from death. So it shouldn't have to use it, but it is another thing you can have. Also, you can do stuff like he could walk in front of Fimir, then rotate to get Fimir further forward to get to attack and stuff. So you can do some things with rotation. And then I got some unhulled fur cloaks, which I've got to work out which armors to put on. Probably just going to be these armors. It's quite high armor, isn't it? And then it'll help versus Goblin City. And the bone plating is really tempting to put on these, but again, I just don't have good helmets yet. I don't have good armors yet, so I don't know. On the one hand, I want to keep them, but on the other hand, you know, wasting inventory space is annoying, isn't it? But then on the other hand, I've got 25 grand, so I don't really need inventory space too much now anyway. So there you go. That's what the thing looks like. The plan is to look for the Kraken, hopefully find it, and then start finishing up the run. Right, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.